morning, ladies and gentlemen, and today we're going to be looking at the Bengali Society of Queensland and the 2023 Durga Pooja. And it was a grand event, so as you can see from the slide, so that's happening there. So as we know, the Durga Pooja is always held by the BSQ, and they always run it in a very, very grand way. So on the occasion of Durga Pooja 2023, I'm pleased to send the message to the Bengali Society of Queensland and its members. Our association with Bengali Society of Queensland has continued for many years. Initially introduced by Manavda, since the initial period, we have maintained a cordial relationship and enjoy attending many of the functions organized by Bengali Society of Queensland. It is always a pleasure and privilege to attend the events, and we have always been welcomed by the humble members of Bengali Society of Queensland. And as you can see from the screen, this year the event was held at the Kuperu Secondary School, and in the daytime the puja, and in the night the cultural items took place. But for me personally, I have been involved with Bengali Society of Queensland, and I've seen it grow from strength to strength. From holding pujas at the private residences in the early days to hiring fully equipped hall nowadays. There's never been a shortage of talent within the Bengali community, be it music, drama, arts, sports, or community service. A typical example is the construction of the new pandals every year. The amount of effort that goes into putting it together is commendable. As you can see in the background this year, it was 3 huge matkas, and the cutout in there and the murtis were placed inside that. So every year it is a different design and always very well designed, very well thought of. With our community growing, organizing events has become very challenging, as finding a date that does not conflict with others is very hard. But on the brighter side, participation at our events have significantly grown, and the Bengali Society of Queensland should be congratulated for its continued effort to keep up the customs and traditions and culture and religion. And this year, the turnout was amazing. There was a very, very large number of people who came in for the event. So the event itself, Durga Ma signifies the almighty and the all-powerful form that overcomes the demon Mahishasur. Ma is usually very caring and gentle, but when she takes on the form of a defender, nothing can stop her. She portrays her inner force and overcomes all evils. During this Durga Puja, it is our wish that Ma's blessing be with you and your family as you celebrate this festival. During the festivities, it is important to remember and revisit the core message and the significance behind Durga Puja and Navratri, which goes above and beyond just new clothes, dressing, feasting and merrymaking. May the true essence of Navratri shine up on you. And that is very important because, we often get together and have the festivities, but never forget the true meaning and essence of it. So from our side, Brisbane Indian Times and Australian Indian Radio have been proudly supporting Bengali Society of Queensland with Durga Puja and other events for quite a few years, and we have been broadcasting Mahalaya on Australian Indian Radio. This year, the Bengali Society of Queensland's special Mahalaya was aired on 14th of October. You can always also tune in. Tonight, it will be that night with Tapas, who is the president of Bengali Society of Queensland and is also a presenter on Australian Indian Radio. And his show, Surer Jhorendhara, will go on radio every Thursday and Sunday at 7 p.m. So as you can see, a very well organized event, and you can see him there playing the dhak himself, and he always puts in a lot of effort into the functions and event that they organize. And as I mentioned before, that this year the event was held in a very, very grand manner. Let's take a very quick look at some of the actions that took place there. So very, very well done. As I mentioned before, that the whole event was very well put together. And as you can see that there were many, many people, who took part in the event. And this year, the event was organized at the Kuparu Secondary School, and with the puja in the daytime, and of course in the night time the cultural items took place. So these are just a few of the glimpses. The full article will be featured in our upcoming Brisbane Indian Times as well. So well done to BSQ on hosting a very, very successful. I know in the night we don't have the photos of that with us at this point in time. That a lot of community representation, many community leaders took part in the cultural evening as well. As we know, traditionally, the puja takes place in the day, Saptami, Astami, and as we can see, Panditji doing there, and he's doing quite well, and good to see him still being able to perform the puja there with BSQ. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very special coverage of AMX, and as we like to bring some glimpses of many events and functions that do take place. This is in place of what used to be previously the news updates, and we found that these days everyone gets the news on their own handheld feeds and other things like that. So we have decided to start covering more functions and events which might be often. So with that, let's take a look at some of the functions and events taking place right here in Brisbane. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's about all we have time for you today in this segment. As we move on to the finishing of this segment, remember, if you have any function or event that you'd like to talk about, we'd love to have you on the show. And as I mentioned before, that there's so many different functions and events that do take place right here in Brisbane, and we would gladly bring to you coverage of all of these ones that do take place. And very soon we'll bring to you, and we'll watch out for the date, will be a very special interview with your very own Zain Symes, who is a very popular MC in Brisbane, and he also represents Tapori Squad. Tapori Squad and their members, they will be here in the studios to talk about what they have in plan, how they have performed so far, and you find out all about the police squad in one of our upcoming shows. So until then, it's goodbye from us. As usual, it's been wonderful having your company on the show. And if there's any feedback, we'd love to hear from you. Please, this is your show. So we'd like to tune it to what you'd like to see. If there's anything that you'd like to make a suggestion, please do contact us. Until tomorrow, it's goodbye from us.